What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Heinz Crypto channel. Thank everybody for tuning in. In this video, we're just gonna kind of go over, what the mining profits are looking like, what I'm mining, what I have my miners set to, with the recent KA3 coming out and straight murdering the Kadena hash rate. We're gonna be going over a little bit of everything, so stay tuned. Please smash the like if it's your first time here. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and let's jump on into it. So anyway, if you guys missed the live stream yesterday, we did a live stream giving away an L3 Plus. It was a great live stream. If you haven't had a chance to, go check it out. Highly recommend it. But shout out to everybody who showed up. Great vibes. Just had a good all-around good time. Anyway, starting out over here with EZIL. These are my Ethereum Classic and ZIL mining pools. So right now I have two iPolos hooked to EZIL. I think one of them is my SC Plus, or iPolo SC Plus, and then my 130 mega hash iPolo. So I got it over here dual mining Ethereum Classic and ZIL. And as you can see, I'm earning about, 0.05 Ethereum Classic a day and 14 ZIL a day, averages out to about $1.64. Ethereum Classic and ZIL mining is still pretty profitable when you have a decent amount of hash rate or, a decent electricity rate. So, not much has changed with the Ethereum Classic hash rate yet. I know Bitmain just sold all those E9s, so we're kind of waiting to see what happens with that and to see, what that'll really do to the hash rate. But, Ethereum Classic is kind of an established network, right? So you could unleash miners onto the ETH hash algorithm or ETC hash algorithm and it not really make a jump like you've seen with the Kadena hash rate, earlier this week. Another little thing I'm doing is on Ethereum Fair on K1 pool. I'm solo mining Ethereum Fair, just playing around with it a little bit. You can see I've already hit a total of 4 blocks in like the past 3 days, so making a little bit of profit over there. So not ashamed by that at all. And all the profits I do make with these solo mining all back into Flux. So everything that I mine that's not Ethereum Classic and ZIL, I'm turning that all back into Flux. And just stacking my Flux bag, stacking my ETC bag, and stacking my Kadena bag. So the biggest thing I want to talk about is Kadena, right? So if we look over here on mining pool stats, you can see that the past week and the past 7 days has really been a parabolic move for the hash rate. It's finally starting to plateau out a little bit, and that's the way they do that, right? They'll send these miners out in batches, so a few people and a few groups of people will get it at a time, and then it'll plateau out, and then you'll see a couple months later it'll just ride off again. So it's going to be interesting to see. Kadena's a fairly young network, so just a few miners can really do damage to the hash rate all in all. So we'll see what happens, right? I have about 4 KD boxes plugged on, where I have 3 KD Box Pros and 1 KD Box 2 plugged on, and I was making let's just go over to the pool here. So I was making almost 4 a day, about 3.5 Kadena a day, and now it's dwindled down to about 2. I'm making about 2.5 Kadena a day, so it's really split in half almost. And honestly, it's not even making that hardly anymore. So and you can see the dramatic drop off here in these profits, right? So it's just a wait and see. It's a really how many miners did Bitmain make? How many have they sent out? How many people are going to turn them on? Well, everybody's going to turn them on, but Kadena is not an established network like all these other, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum Classic, and all these other big chains. So, it was fun while it lasted. If you don't have a KA3, you're not going to be able to really be competitive on the Kadena network, in my opinion, and it's just unfair. I was a big Kadena mining advocate there for a while, but then after Bitmain just released this thing, it kind of just murdered all the at-home miners that are smaller. The smaller guys can't compete in the Kadena mining world. It's unfair in my opinion. So it's time for me to pivot, and some other coins that I'm looking at jumping into. I've been talking to my man D Mining. Shout out D Mining. He's kind of changed my perspective on a lot of things. But I'm looking at Nervo's network now, CKB. They've dedicated their network to proof of work, so they're not going to shaft any of us in the future. So I'm looking to pivot to kind of some Nervos mining, maybe a little Siacoin mining. So we'll see. We'll see, right? I'm about to hop in. I'm about to jump down the rabbit hole of GPUs and, try to figure that out, right? I've only been in the mining space for about 4 months now, and all I've done is really mini ASICs, right? That's been my entry point into the mining world, has been these mini ASICs. So I'm about to jump down the rabbit hole of GPUs, and I'm sure I'm going to get addicted to that as well. And we'll see where it takes us, right? We'll see where it takes us. I'm interested in I'm interested to see how you can just mine all these different algorithms when really I've been stuck to just a select few with ASICs, right? ASICs aren't like GPUs. You can only mine a certain algorithm with an ASIC. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a very cool learning experience for me. You know, coming into this prior a few years ago, I had no tech background, right? I'm not a techie guy. I never really was into tech, really. But now, ever since I've jumped into crypto and started learning a little bit more about mining, it's really caught my attention, and it's really a good time, man. I've met some awesome people in the process. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like. Consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, check out the links down below. There's some useful links down there. Gives you some discounts on some equipment. That helps out the channel at no cost to you. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.